Hey guys, my name is Gabby and today I'm going to be showing you guys how I got ready for my senior pictures. So you're just going to see how I got to this look and how I accomplished it and what products I use. So here we go. Alright, let's get started. So I'm first using my Anastasia Dip Brow in the shade Dark Brown. So we're just brushing out the brows, getting them ready. I'm going to line under my brows to give them some nice shape because my brows suck. They literally suck. So we're just underlining them, giving them a nice shape. I'm going to dip into more product because I use a crap ton of this stuff. And if you see me mouthing any words during this portion of the video, it's because I was listening to Hamilton, so like the nerd that I am, so that's what I'm doing. So now I'm just brushing the hairs down so that I can line the top and make them look a little more natural instead of like I drew them on like I do every day. So yeah, that's just what I'm doing. I really recommend doing this because it makes them look a lot more natural, especially if you don't have a lot of brow hair. And my hair looks really weird in this because they're really tight curls, so that because my photo shoot was later in the day. So you can see I'm having a nice time doing this. I'm very concentrated. Just gonna brush that leftover product into the front of my brows. As you can see, I'm mouthing the words to some Hamilton song. I don't even remember which one I was on there. And I'm just closing up the product, putting it away. And there I am singing again. Now we're brushing through the hair to make sure that the product isn't too concentrated in any areas and that it's blending in with my natural hair and still giving it shape. As you can see, I'm singing along to Hamilton for no reason. Now I'm using my Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation to underline and carve out my brows. I don't know why I keep saying underline, no one says that. I'm just carving out under and above my brows to give them more shape and to highlight around them so they have their own little moment. And then that's just me trying to make sure they're a little even because, you know, brows are sisters, not twins, but I'm a perfectionist, so I like to try and at least make them look pretty similar. So that's what I'm doing here. And I'm using this concealer brush from this set I got for Christmas a while ago. So I'm just using the leftover product that's under that brow to go over because I don't like wasting that foundation because it was pretty expensive. So we're just carving out the brows. And now I'm using this foundation to prime my eyes for my eyeshadow because I do my eyes first and then my base because I get a lot of fallout from my shadow everywhere and I'd rather just clean it up on like a blank canvas before, you know? So we're just brushing that on, making sure my eyes are covered with it. And then I'm just going to blend out that concealer so that it's not splotchy or gross looking. Yep, so we're just blending that out using a brush I got in the Urban Decay Naked 2 palette. I found that it really really helps to, you know, blend that concealer out. And then I'm just taking my Beauty Blender and blending it out even more so that it has more of an airbrushed effect instead of just, you know, you can tell that there was just concealer on there. And now I'm taking my Fenty Beauty Invisimatte powder and I'm just putting that all over my eyes to set it and make sure nothing gets too sticky because my eyes, like the top half of my face is very oily for some reason. I have very weird skin. So I just do this to make sure that my eyeshadow looks nice and perfect. Now I'm using my Morphe X James Charles palette because it's amazing. I'm using the shade Punch Me to deepen the crease a little bit as a transition shade to give my eyes some shape first. So we're just blending, blending, blending. I normally take a lot of time blending out my eyeshadow so that it looks nice and clean and more like professional, I guess. I find that I get a lot more compliments about my eyeshadow when it's super blended, even though this is not what I do it for. I do makeup because it's literally amazing and I love it. So we're just blending, 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 making sure that my crease has, some shape, and I'm still singing Hamilton. Now I'm just taking some tape so that my wings are even and my eyeshadow is even, because as I said, I'm a perfectionist and these are my senior pictures, so I really want my eyes to look all nice and perfect. So as you can see, I'm just trying to match the tape up there. And then I'm taking a darker shade. I'm not sure what color that is. I'm just checking if there's any other colors on that. So now we're just blending that into the crease to darken it and give it some more shape. I'm using my pinky to kind of take away some of that shadow because I put a little too much, and I'm singing Hamilton and I look like an idiot. That's great. So we're just blending and blending. And I have a mirror off to the side, that's why I'm staring that way. I make the weirdest faces when I do my makeup, Jesus. So just more blending and blending. And singing Hamilton again. Jesus, what is wrong with me? I would keep the audio in, but I don't want to get copyrighted and get in trouble with Lin-Manuel Miranda. Now I'm taking that like kind of amber shade, I guess. That's what I like to describe it as. It's more of an amber, darker shade. And I'm just using that to deepen the crease again because I want my crease to be nice and smoky brown. We're just doing that. I'm using a blending brush there to make sure it's all nice and blended. And by the way, my shirt says, I guess I'm just a playdate to you. It's a Melanie Martinez shirt. I love her. That's so off topic, but yeah, that's what that is. So we're just blending, blending, blending as per usual. Now I'm taking the black shade, only a little bit, just a tiny, tiny bit, because black goes a long way, little goes a long way. And I'm just putting that right in the outer V of my eye to smoke it out and just give it that nice definition that I really like because I have a weird eye shape. So I like to make sure it's all nice and smoky and really blended. And I always listen to music when I'm doing my makeup, so like my other videos are probably gonna have moments like this where you can see me mouthing words to songs because it helps me stay concentrated. So we're just blending, 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 making sure my eyes look all nice and beautiful. Then I'm taking that bright white shade and I'm just gonna put that right on my lid to give the glitter that I'm going to use in a minute a base to stick to, and it really just makes the smoky brown shades pop more. I think that's what it looks best with, and it just makes everything pop. Then I'm using this Stila Super Shadow, whatever they're called, I don't even know. But I'm just using this nice gold, rose gold shade, and I'm just putting it on my lid to give it some nice pop. Some glitter. I love a glitter moment. So that's just going all over the lid. And it wasn't as pigmented as I thought it was going to be, so I am going to add more glitter to that because I want my eyes to really pop, especially because I have this beautiful color in my eyes. I love my eye color. They're stunning. So I really want them to pop with glitter. And I'm just taking this Kylie Cosmetics loose kind of highlighter glitter. I don't believe she sells these anymore. This was in her birthday collection of like I think 2 years ago. So I really love that. It goes a long way. I don't even think I've had to tap more out yet. There's a lot of product in there. So I'm just adding that on top of the Stila shadow to really make the glitter pop. Then I'm using the Benefit Roller Lash Eyeliner. And I'm going to sketch out my wings. I love winged eyeliner. I think I look the best with winged eyeliner. Winged eyeliner is still very hard, even though I've been doing it for a while. I think I've gotten a lot better at winged liner. But we're just gonna line my eyes, make sure they're all nice and pretty. As you can see, this is where I'm like literally holding my breath because it's so hard to concentrate. Because one wrong move and you mess up your whole eye look. Trust me, there have been many mornings where I've completely had to redo my eyes because of this. So, just checking that out. Now I'm just doing the other eye and trying to make sure they match, you know, lengthwise and widthwise. And if they don't, I'm going to have to fix them, which I did because they weren't the same. As I said, perfectionist. Getting ready takes me forever. So, yep, we're just filling in that eyeliner, making sure it's all nice and black and dark and very pretty. So yeah. Then there's me fixing the other side because they were not the same at all. And this is why I like having the tape there. And then you pull it off and you have this stunning look. I didn't like de-stick the tape, I guess that's what you would call it. So it like really hurts to take off, but like, yeah. So now I'm taking this Plump Me Up lip gloss from Victoria's Secret. It makes my lips nice and big and full and stunning. Now I'm taking my NYX Bear With Me Jelly Primer. This thing is so weird, but it really makes my skin feel amazing. So now I'm just taking that and I'm going to put it all over my face. As you can see, I look so bad doing this. Then I'm going to take my Tatcha Silk Canvas and I'm going to put this over the spots where I think my pores are bigger, which is like my nose, definitely. And I put it over my breakout areas because I feel like it really blurs them and, you know, makes my face stunning. I love the Tatcha products. They're so amazing, even though they're very expensive. So we're just putting that all over, you know, where I need it. Then I'm taking my Tatcha Dewy Skin Mist and spraying that on there. Didn't want to spray out at first. I need to get more of this, as you can see. Then I'm taking my Jeffree Star Cosmetics Liquid Frost. PSA, I don't support him, but I already had it in my collection. I have a lot of his products in my collection, unfortunately. So I'm going to use them until they run out, and then I'm going to find something else. So I will not be linking that product in the description because I do not support him personally. And then I'm taking more of my Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation and just putting it around my mouth because I have extreme hyperpigmentation around my mouth area. And I'm just taking a foundation brush and, you know, applying it just around my mouth. And I'm taking my beauty blender and making sure that's all nice and blended. And I'm taking my Fenty Beauty Hydrating Foundation and I'm putting that all over my face. As you can see, I'm really... That was the Say No to This riff right there. That was the Say No to This high note. I already know that. I wish I could belt like Jasmine Cephas Jones. So now I'm just blending that out. Yeah, it looks a little orange, but trust me, it gets better. I promise. I'm not trying to look really bad. So we're just blending, 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 making sure it's all over my face. And I really do recommend this foundation because it really does make your face feel so nice and amazing. And it blends out really well, and it's only medium coverage, so you don't really have to build it up if you don't want to. It still shows like your natural beauty, and I think it's a really nice foundation. So we're just blending, blending, blending. I'm going to put some of that on my forehead because I didn't have enough. We're just putting that all on. Just blending. A lot of this video is just me blending. I'm always making sure that my face is nice and blended. Like, I have nightmares about my makeup not being blended. It's terrifying. So we're just blending, 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 make sure it's all one color. And under my face, you know, my chin, my neck area. Now I'm taking my Fenty Beauty concealer. which is really nice, although it is really light coverage, so you have to use a little more than you would think. So I'm just putting it under my eyes, down the bridge of my nose, on my forehead, and around my mouth for some highlight areas, and on my chin. Then we're just gonna blend it. Blend it, blend it, blend it. Make sure your skin is nice and airbrushed and beautiful. So we're gonna keep blending. And I really am cautious about my eyeliner. I make the weirdest face when I do under eye concealer. Oh my god, it's so bad. But yeah, I make sure that I'm not covering up the eyeliner because that makes me so mad. Now I'm just trying to blend. I can't talk today. I'm blending out the bridge of my nose so that it's still just that one highlighted area before my contour. I'm gonna keep blending out, and I'm still singing Hamilton. Just blending, blending, blending. Now I'm taking my Laura Mercier translucent powder and a setting brush, and I'm just going to put it under my eyes and in my T-zone because that's where I tend to get the most oil on my face, and my eyes tend to crease up a lot with concealer, so I'm just patting that powder in there. And then I make sure to put it all over my nose and in the T-zone area because the second I start sweating, that's the first places to go. And I put it over my breakout areas because I feel like it helps cover them more. Now I'm using my Maybelline Fit Me powder, and I'm just setting the rest of my face to make sure that, it's all set and all one color before we start contouring and putting on blush and all of that. So we're just going to set my entire face. Yes, girl, get that forehead. Alright. Then we're just going to go on the chin, the double chin, and the neck. Now I'm taking my Maybelline brow pencil to elongate the tails of my brows because my brows are really short for some reason. So I'm just elongating the tails to make sure that they are nice and, arched and cute in their moment. They have their own moment. So, yeah. Now I'm taking my Anastasia clear brow gel and just setting those brows so they don't move because nothing is worse than a moving brow. Then I'm taking my Hoola Bronzer by Benefit and just contouring my nose. This is one of the most stressful parts of my routine because I feel like I have a pretty big nose. I hate my nose. So we're just gonna contour that baby. And I'm using the Brittany Bear X Morphe collection. These are amazing brushes. Dear God, stop singing Hamilton. I'm like embarrassing myself. Okay. So we're just gonna keep contouring, making sure that nose is nice and snatched. And across. Yeah. Alright. Then I'm gonna blend it with another brush. And I just drag the sides down first. And I don't touch the one that's across just yet. Then I'm going to take the brush I used to carve out my brows and just go down the bridge of my nose to make sure that that part is still highlighted and has its own little moment. And I'm just taking that fluffy brush and just blending it all out. I'm just patting down blending out the concealer. I'm just blending, 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 blending. Most important part, blend, blend, blend. Now I am going in for my cheeks and my forehead. I'm really bronzing up my face because I got a spray tan because I had the weirdest tan line from a Black Lives Matter protest that I went to. So I just wanted to make sure that, my chest was all one color because of the drape photos, and to make sure I look all nice and cute. And I tried to blend that side out a little more. And then we're going into my forehead. Ooh, girl, blend that. And we're just contouring the forehead, making sure that my hairline isn't weird. We're going to the jawline, making sure that's nice and snatched. And we're just going back in, making sure everything's blended and bronzed. Now I'm using my Playhouse Face Palette from Cult Candy Cosmetics, and I'm mixing these two pink shades for my blush. I absolutely love Cult Candy Cosmetics. I really recommend them. They're amazing. They're in the UK. Love it. Love it, love it. So we're just putting that on my cheeks. And then, now the reason I do it like this is because I like to have that kind of sun-kissed look. And then I'm just using this little eyeshadow brush and going in on my nose. Because I love the sun-kissed look. I like looking like I was just outside. Because I never go outside. And I just use way too much and I'm slowly realizing it. So I'm just going to take my finger and try and blend it out so that it's not as harsh. Because I really don't want to be looking like Rudolph in here, So we're just blending that out. There you go. It's a lot better now. Now I'm just using the shade Face and the James Charles palette, and I'm using it to highlight my inner corners and my brow bones to give it that nice little pop. And I just realized that it was a lot. So I'll just put that on the brow bones now. Okay, now I'm taking the black shade in the James Charles palette and I'm using it to smoke out under my eyes to make sure I have that nice smoky look. I love doing this. This is one of my favorite staples that I do. And I'm just blending that out a little bit because I noticed that it was a bit harsh. I love the smoky under eye look. I think it really suits me personally. So I just make sure to do that. So we're just blending, 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 making sure I'm nice and smoked. That sounds weird. Okay, so we're just blending. Now I'm curling my lashes because you always need to curl your lashes. It's one of my staples. Now I'm taking my Benefit Roller Lash Mascara and putting on a very thin coat on my top lashes. And as you can see, the ugly mascara face is there. Everyone has it. Don't be ashamed of it. Now I'm taking these falsies that I got from Sephora and my Duo Lash Glue, and I'm going to put them on to make sure that my eyes really pop. I really like doing glam looks with falsies because I feel like it just adds so much to the look. So there I am, just putting them on. And then I'm using this pair of tweezers to make sure that they're in, you know what I mean. That was the first try too. I never get them on the first try. The other lash, however, took like 3 tries because I suck at putting on falsies. So it's okay if you aren't the best at it. I'm not. It's okay. So we're just going to put them on. Make sure they're all nice and on. And glued onto my eyeballs. There I am, just trying to make sure that the lashes are blended and it's all nice and in the right spot. Now, this is gross. This is what I do all the time. I just wipe the foundation off my lips. Please don't judge. Now I'm taking this MAC lip liner and outlining my lips. It's pretty light, but I like it because it gives me, a nice shape that I can follow with my lipstick. So we're just outlining my lips. Then I'm taking this Kylie liner and I am using it on the outer portion of my lips to try and contour them to make them look just a little bit bigger. And this is from her birthday collection as well. So I'm just putting it on the outside and the 2 dashes in the middle of my lips to, make sure they're nice and contoured. And then I'm taking the Anastasia Nicole Guerrero kit and using the shade Glow Getter to highlight my face. Highlighter is one of my most important steps of my, it's one of the most important steps of my makeup routine. Wow, I really can't talk. But I love the Anastasia Glow kits. They are just so amazing and so worth the money because they are so pigmented and just so gorgeous. So now I'm just taking this smaller brush and aligning it with the nose contour and above my lip on the Cupid's bow to really just make my face pop. I really love highlighter. I just love it. Now I'm just taking this Lime Crime velvet lipstick in the shade Teddy Bear. It was a Melanie Martinez collab a while ago. I don't believe they sell it anymore. I also really don't support Lime Crime anymore because of things that have come out about the person who owns it. But I love the shade of this lipstick. I love it. It's so pretty. It's like this purple base nude that is just so gorgeous. I love this shade. It is just so pretty. You can see my ugly lipstick faces. Now I'm using my Urban Decay All Nighter Ultra Matte Setting Spray, and I'm just going to spray my face. And I like doing it against the wall because sometimes it shoots out like little clumps, I guess, and they leave white spots that look really weird. So I just like to do it against the wall because it's easier to clean up and it doesn't get anything that's on my dresser behind me. Now I'm just using this fan that I got from Pride last year, I believe. Yeah, last year. And I'm just fanning my face and making sure my setting spray is dry. And that's it. Thanks, guys. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like, subscribe, turn on the bell for notifications, and all of the products will be listed in the description and the links to all my social media, including my Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, and Twitter. Hope you guys enjoyed. Bye!